What's going on, guys? It's CutsbyCoast here, bringing you another video. Today I'm cutting the homie JT for Sean's wedding, and we're gonna do like a it's technically just like a little taper, like a high taper, but essentially it's a mohawk. Like if you also wanted to cut a mullet, this is the way you could do it without lining up the bottom of the back. But right here we're just taking a 3-guard in there and just softening up the weight, because we want to make sure we leave as much weight as possible and keep that shape that I just showed you guys right there. So guys, I'm going to use this video as my 1K giveaway. If you're hearing this, go comment 1K giveaway down below in order to enter. We're going to go ahead and set in our bald line with the Wahl detailer. We're going to do an arch shape so that the taper kind of is more of like a burst rather than just like a straight across high taper. Once we set in our guideline with the detailer, we're going to come back in and bald them out with the Babyless Gold FX, and then we'll use a shaver if needed. We're gonna go ahead and start with our normal steps. We're gonna start with the lever all the way open, setting this right here is like the blurry part of your fade. So this is the focal point of what you're starting with. So after that, we're gonna go with the lever halfway, bumping up to that line, and then we're gonna do the lever all the way closed, just flicking out at the bottom, not really trying to set in any harsh line. We're gonna come in and do the same exact steps with the 1-guard. We're gonna start open, and then we're gonna fade down within that section until we get that line all the way out. And his hair is a pretty hard texture. I actually started on this side because it usually gives me more trouble. So if somebody has like an easier side to cut and a harder side to cut, start with the harder one and make the easy one match, because you know that just makes sense. But right here we're just using that 0-guard to detail inside that fade right there. Where it's dark at, we're gonna try to keep it dark, so that right there is the extent of our fade. Now we're working on our blend into that weight right there. So we've been using our 1.5, and now we're using our 2-guard to kind of lighten up that last little bit of the line. And here in a second, you'll see it'll fall right in together. And now that we got that side blurry, we're just gonna go ahead and line up around his ear, and then we're gonna move on to the next part. So I recognize this hair right here wasn't sitting perfect, so we're gonna do a little bit of shear over comb with the thinning shears, and then if we need be, we'll go back in, do some clipper over comb or shear over comb with our regular shears. But we're really wanting his weight to lay piecey, so that's the reason why I used the thinning shears right there, so that it always has some texture going right there. And right here, that was sitting out funny, so I'm just gonna kind of chop it up just a little bit more so that it looks like it has like it doesn't have a home. It just lays with a bunch of texture. And I personally think you can see this side a lot better whenever I'm cutting this weight down. So right here I am using a 3-guard with the lever all the way closed, just making sure we leave a little bit of weight for the hair to be supported on, because like I said, we are trying to make sure the top stays almost as long as it is right now. We'll just clean up if we need to, but we need that weight right there to support the foundation. And right here, we're gonna do the same exact steps to this side. I'm not gonna talk about it. I do have the chart up in the corner of my exact steps. We're just gonna start with open, then we're gonna go 1-guard all the way open, and then we'll do 1.5 and 2 to detail. But if you guys are paying attention, I have been kind of shouting out the Tomb 45 Academy. If you guys are interested in any like deeper learning in barbering, go ahead and join that academy. I'll have the link in the bio of this video. And also guys, go ahead and leave me a like and a comment on this video. I think I'm gonna use this video as my 1K giveaway. I think I'm gonna put together a package with a no drip, maybe a senior clipper lid, and maybe a Sean Cuts Hair color card. I think we'll do that for now. And right here I am reverse stacking. Technically, I don't know what you would call the opposite of stacking, but we're doing our 2 right now. Then we're gonna do our 1.5, and then we're gonna do our 1 open in order to finish off that blend right there. And once again, we're gonna go ahead and line up around his ears. And then that's the majority of the haircut, guys. Anything after this is just technical, just lining things up, trimming the top just a little bit, and then doing some color enhancement, doing his beard. And then when doing shear over comb, as long as you rest that heel against the head, you should just be able to guide yourself in the right path. You really shouldn't get too far out of touch whenever you're doing it. Just as long as you have that support of the comb, you know, as long as you have your wrist a little locked, you should never move and like cut off too much hair. But just thinking about the 1K giveaway, guys, I definitely couldn't have got to this spot if it wasn't for Bazio and for Sean Cuts Hair. Those 2 guys out there promoting me, helping me out a little bit. I was stagnant for a little bit, so if you guys are thinking about it, go follow those guys if you don't already. They definitely help boost my channel. And if I can do anything to help theirs, I definitely would. So with doing this sort of asymmetrical haircut, we're just gonna line up one side to a V, we're gonna do the other side, and then we're gonna kind of line it up around his ears where his hair grows at the darkest, you can see right there. And then the other side, right where I'm lining up right here, it's longer, it's kind of like a fang, like an accent piece. So this side's like, you know, perfect and sharp, and the other side's kind of long and, you know, kind of messy, just the way that we like it. Right here, I'm not really lining him up. I'm just making sure his bangs aren't like out of place. You know, they're kind of uniform. Right here on his neckline, you can see I left it a little bit lower than where it's at its darkest. I just decided when I was doing it, you know, that we should grow that in again. He shaved his cheeks at one point, so I just talked him into growing it back. So I'm gonna have to keep doing it for him, and if I'm gonna do it, I definitely want that hair to grow in. That's just one of those like professional decisions that you make. He went with me, so we left that a little bit lighter at the bottom to help out in the long run. Watching this back, we was all cutting up. It just made me think this was on Sean's wedding, or the day before Sean's wedding day. You know, a good time in clutch history, the boss getting married. You know, we all had a great time. So if you know, shout out to Sean, man. So inspirational. So guys, tell me what you think, comment below. I've been using this razor right here just because it's a little bit lighter, but I think I'm gonna just throw it in the trash. I think I'm only use the tune one from now on. You know, comment below what you guys think. If one of y'all want it, I might throw it in as a giveaway or something like that. As you see, we're gonna do some color enhancement using the Sean Cuts Hair color card and using the Tune 45 no drip on that Beam XL compressor. If you guys don't have those accessories, go ahead and head over to tune45.com and cop those, as well as head over to seancutshair.com and grab a color card. And I wanted to leave that in there to show you guys, you know, I don't get it perfect every time. So if you get the no drip on a little too heavy, just put some alcohol on a towel and just rub that area. And if you can, just lightly brush it so you hopefully can keep most of what you've done. But if you have to, just wipe it off and just reset it. It'll be all right. You'll get it right. As you can tell, I just did a little too much on the beard too, so we're gonna wipe that off again and just try to make it look as natural as we can. And I think we get it right there. I'm gonna just put the razor back on it and we're gonna be smooth. All right, guys, and that's the finished result. We got a high burst taper Mohawk. We did some color enhancement and really laced my man for the wedding. If you guys like this video, leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. See you next time. It's CutsbyCoast, and I'm out of here. And don't forget, guys, comment 1K giveaway below in order to chance to enter for the no drip, the color enhancement card, and the Wahl senior clipper lid.